Alright, yesterday was update day and today that means it is epic secrets that they haven't mentioned in the patch notes, and there's actually quite a bunch of cool stuff that is in there which is really interesting. So without further ado, let's jump right into it. With the introduction of the new primitive shapes, there's actually a lot of cool things which you can do with them. One of them is that they actually are reactive to music, especially they're reactive to emotes. And if you can see, if we just play any of my emotes, for example this one over here, you can see that all of the primitive shape 2.0 versions are reacting to that music. You can see they're beating, they're lighting up, and they're doing cool stuff. This does not work with the old versions. You can see over here, these are the old ones, and they do not react at all. Actually, they do not react to any kind of speakers. So if you just press the speakers and nothing happens, as you can see. Also, if we turn on the music, you can see nothing happening. Yes, these are both turned to whole islands, so that technically should react. And if you pull out anything from the visualizer gallery, which is obviously the gallery that reacts to music, which is meant to be, you can see they're reacting, but these do not. However, this does not mean that they actually do not react to anything that can be triggered. You can actually use the character device to actually trigger them as well. So in the character device, there's one emote which is called air guitar, which if you activate, they actually react to it. As you can see, they actually do react to the emote, which is pretty cool because you can now basically have them reactive with emotes and have them trigger on channels. One thing which I really wish though that you could turn them off, because obviously every time someone emotes in your map and you have all of these like available, then they just start blinking up, which maybe is something that you don't want. Number 2 on the list is actually a new setting in the barrier device. So in this device, there's actually a new option which is called behavior on overlap. The options are attempting to teleport, eliminate, and none. For example, if you have something where the device activates later, then you can either teleport the player, eliminate the player, or do nothing, which I personally think is a really cool quality of life change. And really one of those settings which we're kind of missing in this device, since this device is so old. But really happy that this is actually now a thing. Come over to another device which I think, I'm not 100% sure if this was a setting that was added in this update, but there is a new setting which is called light reflection intensity, which basically means that you can have the light reflecting from surfaces like the chrome cubes a little bit harder or nothing at all. So you can see this one is on 0% right now, this one is 100, and you can go a little bit down to 50 and it doesn't reflect as much anymore. The cool thing about this is obviously that you don't have to adjust the lighting in itself, it is just the reflection. So you can see this, the light intensity is still on 50% and we can crank this up to 100. However, the light in the mirrors doesn't change as much. Moving on to number 4, the prop mover got a new setting as well, which is very interesting because this is a setting which was really needed, and it now finally is in the game. But before we do that, I really wanted to do something. So yeah, this is my attempt on recreating Son Goku. But coming back to the prop mover, there's a new settings, or actually 2 new settings in the path complete action, which are called repeat and reset. Technically, the reset option is also in the channels as well, so it's not really something new. However, the repeat option was something that a lot of people asked for, especially when creating loops, and this is just so helpful. You can basically, as you can see, we leave this on repeat, and as you can see, in a few seconds, the cube will reach its end, and then just repeat and start over and over again. So the cube reaches its end, goes back, and this is basically now an endless loop, which is really helpful for creating any kind of like loops in Fortnite Creative. So there's one other thing which I really want to show you guys. Yesterday I was just scrolling randomly through the Fortnite Creative Discord, and I came across this little post here, the undo device. Sometimes we get some leaks and stuff on the Fortnite Creative doc site where basically all the devices are described and stuff. One thing which I haven't seen yet is the undo device. Apparently there was something that was published there accidentally, and which I'm very interested to see, and I'm also very interested that this is a device and not a setting in a game. So I definitely want to know what you guys think about this, if this should be a setting or a device, but if this is actually real, obviously nothing confirmed. But if we actually get an undo device, I wonder how it works and why it's a device and not a setting. Also, probably a lot of creators will probably still not use this in a sense that they are so used to not having an undo button. But I'm really wondering what you guys think about this, and definitely let me know. However, there's one last thing. I'm going to do a race challenge building thing like I did with the remakes and stuff like that. We're going to have a video on that. We want to watch it in the live stream. You can do that on the Discord right now and submit everything that you have on race maps. I would like to see one with the new galleries, but obviously if you have some really cool race maps, you can show them in there as well. I will look at any cool race maps and the best ones obviously make it into the video. So yeah, you can do that right now on Discord. I will also make a community post, and that's it for the video. Hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys back in the next one. Bye.